Toted and toted. You ready, dude?
Let's do it.
Gonna kill one?
Let's get it.
It's like I just smeared poop all over it. Like, it's disgusting now. Is that one of the pictures dropping by the tractor?
No. Looked like one of the D Youngs.
Don, make it look like you've done this before.
There we go. Alright. Pretty sure I put these on backwards, but whatever.
Shooting.
A muzzy. So
One shot? Do you expect him to be like one shot Robin Hood? No second follow-up
the
shots
rest
needed?
of my bolts were in my car when it got wrecked. So kind of just.
Dang, this is way fancier than my little brother's crossbow.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
So you're gonna bring it down like that. These
Okay.
boots suck because they're too big for the stirrup.
Yeah.
Is your boots too big for the stirrup?
Nah.
Okay.
Alright,
you're gonna
and then
pull. Yep.
pull
grab
up these,
those.
right?
Yep. Now when you pull it back, your heel crack all the way. There you go.
it's a little harder than
Yeah.
than my little bros. So where does this go now?
So you
Can
go-
this flip up above
Nope.
the scope?
So
Aha. It's kind of nifty because you never like
yep, and then it just sits right there.
you never lose it.
There you go.
Gotcha. All right, there you go. Now you can go hunt. I brought this in too, just in case we see a deer while we're walking in. I bought this last year because, of course, now it's like filthy. This thing's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I tried to freehand a shot at a buck at like 250 yards last year. Didn't work out so
Yeah,
good.
no thanks.
Well, we got here with Don, and this is a farm that he has permission to hunt, so we're gonna go walk. We're on the north side of it, and the wind's blowing from the south.
Yep.
And we're just kind of make our way down the edge of it. He's got like a spot that he typically hunts down there a little ways, like a little island of trees in the middle of this corn. So we're gonna probably end up going there, but we're gonna walk fence line just to kind of see what we see, and I don't know, not really sure what the deer are doing, but I'm betting we'll probably run into some pretty good signs.
Yeah, it's waning a little bit.
Yep, it's kind of hot, but just started sprinkling, so at least we got that for us. That's a freaking giant buck track right there. Like big.
Remember what I was saying? I was like, I bet you there'll be a big buck right there.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's insane. That's big deer. Jeez. Walking right down this drainage too. Man, that's fresh, dude. It's not that old. I bet you they're in the corn. I don't even think that you're gonna need to target the woods. I bet you they're just in the corn. But that's gonna be tricky because that means we gotta be sneaky. There's a massive sign in here. big sign, like 4 or 5 year old buck, big dominant sign, big beds, all up and down this drainage. About every 15 yards there's a big bed and rubs, and there's big tracks, fresh tracks. We just got to figure out where we need to be. I don't think we need to get out of this corn. I think we need to stay in here. I just don't know where. We'll just look and wait for the sign to dry up and figure out from there what we need to do. We made it down to like a intersection, like a corner of a drainage. We might just camp out right in here. Try not to get too close to their bedding, because I don't know where they're bedding. It almost looked like they were bedding in that drainage, but we didn't kick anything up that we saw, so they might be bedding over in this drainage too, but we're probably not going to want to go too much farther. We're set up. Just waiting now. When we were trying to get set up, we just saw a doe with her little ears poking up over there on the edge of the corn. She ran off, so I only saw her run. Really? I didn't see her stand there. Oh. I'll give her a shot. Just had a doe walk up probably about 40 yards. Go into the bed. I think it's the one we kicked up on when we came in here. Yeah, we saw a branch down there moving at probably 50, 60 yards, so we're pretty sure that's where she's at. Good sign. We're moving. We gotta try to get closer to that wood lot. Well, we didn't end up seeing anything the rest of the night. We started walking around and pretty much came to the conclusion that all the deer, at least this big buck that we were seeing the sign of, looked like it was coming right out of the corn. There were some trees, some saplings out in the middle of the corn. We walked out there, we saw some beds. But really, it just looked like the deer might have been bedding there, but they could have also just bedding right in the corn. It was thin, low, sparse enough corn that could be in there. They also could have been bedded in that drainage, and we just kicked them out because there was beds all up and down that drainage. So, not really sure, but either way, if you were to hunt that area like a traditional hunter and kind of go to the edges of the woods and the fence lines, then you kind of wind that whole area. So I don't know, Don's gonna go back in there and put out some trail cameras, so we'll see what he can get on that. But this morning we obviously we got soaked last night. Well, I don't know, obviously I don't know if you saw how much rain came down, but we got soaked last night. This morning there's a little bit of rain, but most of it all happened last night. So the plan is this morning is I'm going to go out with Bryant and we're going to go walk some new stuff. Way over to pick them up right now. Morning.
Morning.
You ready to go get McDonald's? Because that's the first thing on my list for the morning.
I already did that. You know what
Are you
happened to me?
serious?
Yeah. I got 2 sandwiches because I had a little deal thing on my plate.
Is this a one-way? I can't tell.
This is my first time here, so I couldn't tell you. But then I got an iced coffee and I started drinking the coffee and it just tastes so burnt. And I'm like, this is disgusting.
From McDonald's?
Yeah.
Alright, could I have 4 sausage McMuffins, a hash brown,
And a hash brown.
and a large coffee
And a
with
large
2
coffee.
cream and 2 sugar? That would be it.
He's like, anything else? You
They
want
have
the rest of the menu?
They got really good mics. They probably can just hear everything that you're saying.
Oh, I'm sure they can.
They're like typing it in. 1 sausage McMuffin, 1. I bought extra for you.
Stop, I already have McDonald's.
I don't see McDonald's on your person.
I left at like 6:20. And I ate at McDonald's on the way.
I don't believe you. We'll buy you more McDonald's.
I'll show you.
We'll put it in our pockets for later. Thanks, you too. What the heck? They didn't even ask me about my famousness. Why do you have that camera, sir? Are you famous? Yeah.
Yeah.
Very,
What
actually.
are you famous for? Yeah. That's all you said.
My big buck savvy.
Yeah.
Well, we're at this piece, and we are pretty much just gonna walk the edge of some swamp. There's like a kind of like a break line that runs the edge, you know, that kind of separates the hardwoods from some of the thicker stem count stuff. So we're gonna walk that. We got probably like a good solid mile before we get to the other end. As you can tell, it's a little windy. Rained last night, so good conditions for sneaking around. I don't get to do this that much. Most of the time, I got to pick a spot and just go sit. So we're gonna take advantage of the conditions and go do it. That's more like what you would want to do to bed in, but even all that's underwater. So
I heard the deer this year, they're really into water beds, so it's like a new thing.
all right.
I guess you haven't used it a ton.
Yeah. There sounds so many deer.
Yeah. We're so occupied with trying to shoot deer.
Well, the conclusion to the day is that we walked a whole bunch and we didn't see a whole bunch.